Welcome back to No Filters. I'm your host, Aaron, and today's episode is a continuation of the ongoing saga we've been following. We're diving into the confessions from Tracy, the infamous other woman in the love triangle that has taken social media by storm. Today, we're going to focus on a recent TikTok video she posted, where she explains why she decided to sue Sabrina, the wife in the situation. Now, Tracy's claim is that Sabrina orchestrated an online campaign to attack her. She accuses Sabrina of rallying the internet against her. However, our team did a deep dive into the dates and timelines of everything that has unfolded. And here's where it gets interesting. Based on the information we've gathered, it wasn't Sabrina who set the internet on fire. In fact, it was Tracy herself, as she built her platform with a controversial reputation. Long before Sabrina allegedly took any action, Tracy had already made several critical and inflammatory comments about women, politics, models, and influencers on the internet. As we pointed out back in episode 2, there's no evidence that Sabrina directly addressed Tracy. We did, however, find a resignation letter from Sabrina and the other ambassador. So why only take legal action against one person? So it does raise the question, what was Tracy's real intent in suing Sabrina? Sounds like there's more to it than what is being said. Anyways, we'll get into that right now. Let's hear Tracy's own words in her TikTok statement where she explains her lawsuit. Here it is.
All right, guys, I obviously missed some gaps, and naturally, I was actually pretty nervous getting ready for court. So when I met her significant other, he told me that they had actually broken up. And it was, I don't know what the truth is to this day. Honestly, it doesn't matter. And honestly, I really don't care at this point. I just genuinely don't give a fuck.
Hold on, pause. But there's a text from Tracy to Sabrina admitting she knew. They were together and had seen photos of them before she got involved with Sabrina's husband. But let's be real for a moment. This whole situation feels more like a bad reality show than a legitimate legal case. Sorry to interrupt, let's continue.
So it was a catastrophic breakup. Some traumatic things happened to me. And I didn't talk to this guy for like 6 months. But then, I guess in order to repair the damage of their relationship, he and the influencer decided to create a video that they posted on their Instagram page. And it was a video on my boyfriend cheated. And they decided to tell their story and part of my story for clicks and likes. And I was enraged. So I actually ended up reaching out to him at that point and just telling him about how dirty that was. And I don't remember how we ended up going back and forward, but he agreed to take it down, and he and I ended up talking, and then one thing led to another, and we ended up engaging in a several-month entanglement, which ultimately ended in September-October timeframe. That's what happened. So her beef with me is that not only and the crazy thing is that because this woman was actually harassing me, this woman was sending me text messages. She found a journal she took the journal that he and I had. She sent me pictures of it. Like, this girl was on straight mean girl vibes. Like, instead of directing her rage and anger towards the man, she was taking it all out on me. And at some point, I actually sent her the screenshot to make her aware that I did, in fact, inquire about his relationship status, and he misled me. She knows that. Now, 6 months later, after all the things that she did to me, like, this girl, like, literally took my intimate pictures and videos out of his phone and threatened me with them. So when we actually ended up circling back because of the video that they dropped about my personal story, respecting her and her relationship status did not matter. Let's just be real, okay? It's hard to respect somebody when they have violated you in one of the worst ways ever. So yeah, I took many rides on that train, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and to this day I do not regret it. Now, of course, everything ended in 2020. Now it's 2024. I have not spoken to him in nearly 4 years, and she just cannot let that horn go. So that's pretty much what this is about. And yes, at the end of the day, once we look at all the facts, I in fact do have 2 stalkers. One girl found my personal address to send me a letter from her attorney, and her significant other, aka husband, we don't even know if that's true, decided to send me a 5-page love letter to my house last week. So that is the story. I hope you enjoy.
All right, so that was Tracy's explanation of why she chose to take legal action. Basically, Tracy slept with Sabrina's husband, then took to the internet, airing her dirty laundry, and worse yet, laughing and bragging about it in front of the public. Now, instead of keeping it private, or at least showing some kind of remorse, she sues the wife. How does that add up? The comments across social media have been overwhelmingly against Tracy. Most people are calling her out for her behavior, saying that her story still doesn't add up. Some have even gone so far as to say that Tracy is lucky. She didn't do this to them because they would have reacted far worse. The backlash was intense, and it's pretty clear that the public isn't siding with her the way she may have hoped. It's possible that Tracy thought she could control the narrative by going public, expecting sympathy or support. Instead, she seems to have ignited a firestorm against herself. What Tracy didn't seem to expect was how strongly people would react to her actions, especially considering how brazenly she's presented her side of the story. That's all for today's episode. Be sure to tune in next time as we continue breaking down the twists and turns of this complicated situation. Boy, do we have a surprise for you. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends. Until next time, keep it real and keep it authentic.